More than 1,000 people have been killed in just 2 days as clashes intensify between Syrian security forces and loyalists of the ousted president. In one of the deadliest outbreaks of violence since the conflict began 14 years ago, fighting erupted on Thursday, 3 months after insurgents toppled Bashar al-Assad and seized power. The revenge killings, carried out by Sunni Muslim gunmen loyal to the new government against members of Assad's minority Alawite sect, have dealt a significant blow to Hayat Tahrir al-Sham, the faction that led the former president's overthrow. Government officials claimed they were responding to attacks from Assad's remaining forces, dismissing the violence as a result of individual actions. While not specifically mentioning the allegations leveled at his supporters, the Syrian leader issued a call for calm in an address to worshippers at a Damascus mosque on Sunday. The UK-based Syrian Observatory for Human Rights reports that the dead include 745 civilians, 125 government security personnel, and 148 Assad-affiliated militants. The violence has triggered widespread power and water outages, particularly in and around Latakia. With Assad's regime collapsed, Syria has fractured into territories controlled by rival armed groups, while regional powers maneuver to secure their interests. The Alawite community, a longtime pillar of Assad's support, has been especially targeted. In multiple areas, Alawite homes had been looted and set ablaze, according to 2 residents of Syria's coastal region. Bodies lie uncollected in streets, homes, and even on rooftops as residents fear reprisals from armed factions. One survivor described how gunmen blocked families from retrieving the bodies of 5 neighbors executed on Friday. Syria's foreign minister, alongside his counterparts from neighboring countries, have urged global powers to lift sanctions and support post-war reconciliation efforts. Meeting in Amman, the foreign ministers of Turkey, Iraq, Jordan, and Lebanon joined Syria's Assad Hassan al-Shibani in calling for economic relief, emphasizing the urgent need for reconstruction. However, the United States and European nations remain hesitant to ease sanctions without a clear commitment to democratic reforms that include Syria's minorities and civil society. Meanwhile, the humanitarian crisis deepens, with the UN estimating that 90% of Syria's population now lives in poverty. US Secretary of State Marco Rubio condemned the killings of minority groups in Syria, urging the interim administration to hold those responsible accountable.
The United States condemns radical Islamist terrorists, including foreign jihadis. We stand with Syria's religious and ethnic minorities, including its Christian, Druze, Alawite, and Kurdish communities, and extend our condolences to the victims and their families.
Lebanese legislator Haider Nasser, who holds one of the 2 parliamentary seats reserved for the Alawite sect, confirmed that many Syrians are fleeing to Lebanon, though he could not provide exact figures. Meanwhile, a Telegram account linked to the ousted president claimed that Assad remained in Damascus until rebel forces breached the city. He was then flown to Moscow from a Russian airbase under Russian supervision. At the same time, concerns are growing over the presence of foreign fighters within the new government. Many are battle-hardened and ideologically driven, raising fears of prolonged instability and political infighting.